When a customer's toilet is overflowing, when their garage door is broken, when their heater is not putting out heat, their air conditioner not putting out cool air, and all the other home services needs and repairs, when a customer needs you, can they find you? Today I'm going to share with you 3 tips to be able to help make sure that your customers can find you when they need you most. I'm digital marketing coach Chris Heidlebaugh, and if you're new to me, I help home service companies stop guessing with their marketing and start focusing on how to get more leads, more calls, and more booked jobs. From providing you with a digital marketing audit to show you what's wrong or what's going right with your website and your digital marketing, to training you and your team how to do your marketing in-house to save money, or doing your marketing with you, I'm here to help. You can learn more how to work with me at digitalmarketingcoach.com. All right, so today we're talking about 3 things that are very, very important when it comes to your customers finding you online and your current digital marketing strategies, okay? So number 1, there's a difference between like information, education. There's also a difference between entertainment, and there's also a difference between commercial and transactional intents when people are searching online, okay? So when somebody's going on social media and things like that, there's a good chance it's gonna be more of entertainment, right? If you have a tip or something, that definitely can be education. And you hear me talk about other videos, create educational content, be the face of your company, be bold to be on camera and things like that. Yet, at the same time, when a customer's toilet is overflowing at 3 o'clock in the morning, do they care about your TikTok dance? No, they don't. They need to be able to find you, okay? So you need to really do an audit of where are people finding you now. Talk to your sales team. Like if you ask them, like, hey, where do our customers find us? And they're like, I don't know, they just call us, right? Or somebody might say, oh, they saw a billboard or something, right? We need to make this immediately a company-wide change where you ask people, where did you hear about us? Oh, as a referral. Okay, well, hey, maybe send something to that person who gave the referral, right? But if they say, hey, I saw you on AI, oh, that's interesting. If you don't want me asking, which platform, which AI platform? Oh, it was ChatGPT, or it was Claude, or it was Gemini, or whatever. Hey, I just did a Google search and I found you, I needed you, I saw you in Google Maps. I saw you on Microsoft, Yahoo, I saw you, great. If we don't know where people are finding us at, then we need to set that up right away, okay? So please, talk to your sales team, talk to your business team. Make sure you're asking people, where did you find us? Because this is gonna be very important to know that, even if you're paying for ads or you're paying for an agency, you know where your advertising dollars are going. So when I'm working with a company, if they're like, dude, 99% of people said they saw us on Google because of the search engine optimization you're doing, it's working, right? If they're like, when we look at analytics and you're paying somebody, say thousands of dollars a month to do social media marketing, and you got like 4 people went to your website and nobody gave you a lead, maybe the content's not right, okay? So again, we really wanna focus on where are people finding you at, and then that way we can make better decisions with that, okay? Because again, there's going to be an educational intent and an entertainment intent and a commercial transactional intent. And so again, what I mean by that is somebody goes to Google and they type in, hey, I need an HVAC company in this city. I need an electrical repair. I need whatever. That is a commercial intent. That's like, I need you right now. I'm not here to, play games. I need somebody right away, okay? I have a repair. My kid just drove through the garage door. I need something, okay? Versus, a different type of intent, and where somebody's just looking for something. Hey, what are the top 3 home builders in this city? That's more of an educational intent. There could be commercial, don't get me wrong, but it could be in the buying cycle. It could be more upfront. They're saying, hey, I want to learn more about some of these companies. I want to go to their websites. That's why I promote, please make videos for your websites, right? Talk to people. They're more of information, okay? It could be something like, hey, how often should I change my furnace filter? Now, is there a commercial intent to that? Yes, but it's on the backside of the education first. There's a difference between somebody's looking for, how often should I change my furnace filter, to my furnace is not putting out air, I need somebody right now, okay? So please keep that in mind. The number 2 thing is, outside of your content that you're posting online and things like that, is the maps, okay? So Google Maps currently, at the time of this video, is in content here, is one of the key things, okay? So when somebody's going online, they're seeing obviously the paid stuff, they're seeing Maps is next. Maps is free currently. And so it's kind of one of those things where do you have reviews? Are you showing up? Are you showing up in Maps? Are you invisible? Do you have 1 review and everybody else have 300 reviews? So what do you think that digital marketing coach Chris, Uncle Chris, is going to say here, right? You got to get reviews, okay? Without a doubt, you have to get reviews for your company. So if it's one of those things where you're just like, okay, look, I really need to focus on this because the issue that I'm facing is I don't have very many reviews. And so I'm a great company. We've been around for 30 years. We just never asked for people to reviews because we feel like they will leave us a review if they feel like it. That has to stop, okay? So again, that has to stop. Just like in tip 1, your sales team has to ask where people found you. Tip number 2, you have to asking for reviews, okay? You can build a page on your website where people can go to that's maybe kind of hidden or something where you send them the link to say, hey, please leave us a review. If we served you well, here's some of the places you can leave us a review. It's a bonus, a marketing dream, lottery dream when people leave a positive review on multiple platforms. It's awesome. But if you know that somebody contacted you and they're using Google, like a Gmail account, that's easy for you to send them a Gmail link to leave a review. You have to get those reviews. So that way you can show up better in maps, or at least when you do show up, are you going to call the person with 20 reviews or the person with 300 reviews? Okay. And again, I know this is tough because if you're the person with 20 reviews, you know that you're an awesome company, but we have to put in the work. And with some companies, it's hard. Custom home builders that build, $1 to $5 million, homes, if not more. Dude, you're building one house every year or two, right? And so it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of hard to get lots of reviews. So that's why you have to lean on other things, but that's a whole different strategy with that. But for most home service companies, you want to make sure, like Google Maps, you have it optimized. You're talking about descriptions. You can post on there just like you do social media. So if you're posting on social media, you should also be posting on Google Maps. Show there's activity. If people do leave a review, make sure you reply to them, okay? Please don't just be like, oh, they said we're awesome. Look at us. We're awesome. Please respond to them. Please thank them. And a lot of times you could even slip in a keyword, or they could slip in a keyword, right? But if you're like, hey, thank you for choosing us. We know there's a lot of great Colorado Springs HVAC companies, for an example, right? Or Denver, Colorado HVAC companies, or Dallas or Miami, wherever. But we appreciate you choosing us. But you kind of got that keyword in there. You got that keyword, like whatever the city is and the service, you kind of got it in there and it doesn't seem super spammy. So please make sure that you get your Google Maps dialed in. And then lastly, we really truly want to make sure that we're showing up when the buyer needs us. Now, we've talked about a little bit about, obviously we want to know what platforms people are finding us on, so that way to double, triple down on those platforms. We also want to make sure we're getting good reviews, reputation management, and then sometimes, depending on your industry and stuff, we might have to pay for ads because you might be ranking, page 1 of Google, number 1, but you still have to go through Google local service ads, you still have to go through Google ads, you still have to go through Google Maps, and you may not be in that location. So even if you have the first website, it might be that a customer has to get through all this other garbage to even get to your website, right? So sometimes you might have to pay for something. Now currently, I recommend Google local service ads for every possible home service company if you can, just because the calls are recorded. You obviously can run Google ads as well. The difference is with Google ads, is a competitor could click on your ads. There could be click fraud. There could be other things going on. Now, granted, I don't get too much in the weeds with that, but I have seen a lot of that where a company could have technicians that just don't like you and they use different cell phones, different ways to go in. They look for your ad, they click it, they ring up your budget. And I know Google tries to have ways to defend some of these things, but I think that there's a whole, segment of the community that kind of does these things, and it's just it's icky. I get it. So I really like Google local services better if you can get that dialed in. If you do local service, Google ads, try and keep your budget reasonable and try to go after the right keywords. Some keywords, there's some contractors I work with, they're $134 a click, right? Some of them, garage doors, other things. Attorneys. Sometimes they can get extremely expensive. So I just want you to be cautious of that. You might be like, hey, my budget is $20 a day. Well, for some of the biggest keywords, they're $100 plus a day. And in that situation, that's where the strategy changes. That's why when I work with companies, they're like, Chris, we're not going to spend $1,000 a day to get one job. Or we're not going to spend $200 for a lead when our profit's only $75. We're not going to do that. So we look at other strategies. That's when I talk about creating educational content, making videos, doing things like that. That's where we look into those things. So anyways, hopefully these tips have helped you. And if you need more help with your digital marketing, you can check me out at digitalmarketingcoach.com.